89 is The Endless, directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, written by Justin Benson, starring Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson. It's about two friends who have escaped a death cult, and they get a VHS tape showing the cult many years later, and no one has aged. No one has aged a day in their lives. Meanwhile, these other people that have escaped have gone on to live and aged, and you can tell it in their face. You can tell they've aged. These other people haven't. So Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead's characters go back to this death cult, and that's where the movie really takes off. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of great cosmic horror. There's a lot of great things about this movie. It's directed well. There's a movie that came out before this called Resolution, which ties into this, but you don't need to see that to see this excellent film. I would definitely highly recommend this movie. 88 is The Guest. This is an amazing movie. It's directed by Adam Wingard and written by Simon Barrett. Now, Adam Wingard, I'm not that fond of. He's done a couple of movies. Um, yeah, I know he's done one of the Godzilla movies, which I thought were okay. He did the Blair Witch reboot or Legacy sequel, which was okay. You're Next, which I didn't like at all. So this to say I recommend this movie, it really means I think this is fantastic. It stars Dan Stevens and Sheila Kelly, and it's a soldier comes a soldier comes to this family and he says, "Hey, I was a friend of your son who died in action." And they bring him into the house, and then there's a series of deaths and other things that occur in the movie. It's really good. It's suspenseful. It's something I would definitely worth checking out. 87 is VHS 2. This movie isn't. I'm recommending it solely based on one of the short stories called Safe Haven, in which a crew of the documentators go into a cult, and the cult leader, well, he's kind of for real, and the end of the world is actually happening, and it's really good. It's really suspenseful. It's probably the best segment that VHS has ever put out in one of their movies. I would definitely recommend seeking out the safe haven segment of the rest of the movie is inconsequential. I don't I couldn't even tell you another story that took place in this movie, but I can definitely tell you all about Safe Haven. So for what that's worth, I definitely recommend you checking out that segment and giving it a watch. 86 is Ari Aster's Midsummer, starring Florence Poe, Poe. I don't know. I'm terrible with names. I'm really bad with names. Jack Renner, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of the other ones. Like I said, it was written and directed by Ari Aster. I saw this in the theaters. I really enjoyed it when I saw it then. The tagline is a couple travels to North Europe to visit a rural homestead and fabled Swedish midsummer festival. And once they get to the festival, like the sun never goes down. There's weird shit happening. This is very much you're watching The Wicker Man. So I mean let's face it, that's what this really comes out to. But we were just talking about folk horror in the last video, so I thought this would be a nice little tie into that. It's not bad. It's a good movie. It's creepy. It's bright and vibrant, which really contrasts with the dark story that they're telling. Like I said, it's just the ending is the Wicker Man, and without the him being a cop, but it's worth a watch. I liked it. I enjoyed it. 85 is the dark comedy Housebound. This is a really good movie. I've seen it twice, once before and once for this video, a while back actually. Um, it's directed by Gerald Johnstone and written by Gerald Johnstone as well. Essentially, what happens is a young woman. She's she commits a crime and she gets forced to be housebound in her house. And she starts to realize that there might be something living in the walls of her house, or there's something going on with her house. And I don't want to give too much more away because it goes so far beyond that, but it's really good. It's creepy. There's some great action actually. A lot of good set pieces. It ends on on a very funny note. It's a really, really, really good movie. Um, I highly suggest you go see this movie if you haven't already. You don't know what you're missing. 84 is We Are Still Here. Written and directed by Ted. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because we know how that goes. So I'm not going to do that. We're starring Andrew Senzing, Barbara Crampton, and Larry Fresden. This movie is really, really, really good. I saw this many years ago. Just happened to, it was on Prime or whatever it was at the time, and it's really good. There's a house in New England in the wintertime, and there's things in the house that demand a sacrifice, and it turns out that maybe the rest of the town is in on it, and in fact helping the ghosts. It's really good. It's interesting. The acting is fantastic. Larry Fresden is incredible as always. Barbara Crampton, she just seems to be ageless. She just keeps getting younger almost. It's a really good movie. It's definitely worth checking out. If you haven't seen it already, it's really fantastic. 83 is The Evil Dead. Now, if you've never seen The Evil Dead, I would like to know what rock you've been living under for most of your life because um, you should definitely have seen this movie. Anyone listening to my channel should have definitely seen The Evil Dead. Um, it's, you know, one of the greatest cabin in the woods movie, undead zombie movies. I mean, I know some people prefer uh, Evil Dead 2. I do not. I think Evil Dead 2 is very good. I think it's a classic, but I don't think it's nearly as good as Evil Dead. Written and directed by Sam Raimi, of course, starring the amazing and hammy Bruce Campbell. Now, this is before Bruce Campbell became his hammiest. As note, we saw that in Army of Darkness. But I don't know why you haven't seen this movie, but if you haven't, shame on you. I would go see it right now. You will not regret it. 82 is Pieces. This movie is a treasure. I love it so much. Directed by Juan Simon or Simone. Um, there's a plethora of writers on this movie. I don't know why. It stars Christopher George, Linda Day George, and Frank Brana. Um, this movie's really fun. I'll read you the tagline. The co-eds of a Boston campus are targeted by a mysterious killer who is creating a human jigsaw puzzle from their body parts. I mean, it goes on more than that, and the ending is really like is a mind fuck. To be fair, it's really out there. The acting is campy. The gore is second to none. I mean, it's fantastic. I really enjoy um, the special effects in this movie. I really find them to be um, top notch. There is a weird scene where a Bruce Lee clone just comes out of nowhere, starts kicking and chopping the air, and then passes out because he had bad food. It's funny. It's definitely worth a watch. 81 is Zombie, directed by Lucio Fulci and stars Tisa Farrow. Um, this movie is without question my top five zombie movies of all time. I love the zombies in it. The zombie on the front cover of the movie when you, well, I guess you don't have front covers anymore because you don't rent movies, but the um the thumbnail of the thumbnail of zombie, he looks cool as hell. The acting is pretty good for an Italian zombie movie. The special effects are great, but one thing that I love is that you get a zombie versus a shark. There's a scene where there's a underwater, there's a woman, she's scuba diving, and there's a shark comes along, and to save her is a zombie. So the zombie gets bitten by the shark and it bites the shark. So conceivably in this universe we have zombie sharks roaming around. I mean, the end of the movie is kind of bleak as it is, so I guess that's no big surprise. But yeah, this is definitely worth checking out. Anything by the great man Fulci is definitely worth checking out. Number 80 is From Beyond. This is man, one of my all-time classic horror movies. I love it so much. Based off H.P. Lovecraft's short story. It's directed by Stuart Gordon. It's written by the Lovecraft. It was his story. Brian Yuzna and Dennis Paoli are the other two writers. Stars Jeffrey Combs, Ken Foray, Barbara Crampton, and Barbara Crampton looks hot in this movie. If you're into leather bound chicks, this movie's definitely for you. Jeffrey Combs definitely combing it up. He's hamming it like nobody's business. This movie is great, and it goes double features or triple features with the other Stuart Gordon movies that he did in this era. Um, Definitely one of a kind. You should definitely check it out. There is a puppy that may or may not die in this, so I'm just giving you a heads up. But other than that, it's definitely worth checking out.